What's up, YouTube? This is your friendly heavy equipment tech. Today we are working on a SRT-155 Buku buggy. This is her. And today we are going to be doing a 500-hour service on her. So, on how to do one of these, if you ain't never done one, or if you got one on your job that's from us and everything, to change the oil, you got a belly pan. And it's not really a belly pan, but it's a pan. But it's right up underneath. Right there. Luckily, we've been thinking about this, is adding hoses off of the drain plug so that it makes it easier for you to try to drain the oil instead of making a mess out there in the field. So that's what I've done. I went ahead and dropped the belly pan on it. Got her in the old trusty dusty 55-gallon barrel drain pan and stuff. We fixing to start draining right about now. Let's see. Let me twist this knob. There's your drain right there. Hopefully you can see it. She'll start coming out here slowly. So on one of these, always be sure to change out this inline filter right here. Okay. We have noticed, and we've had some people, I don't know why or whatnot, but they have bypassed them and everything. Well, then you start having fueling issues. It starts kicking up codes for low fuel pressure. You'll swear to God that it is the old pressure relief valve, or the oh man, I'm drawing a blank, but it's a valve that's up here by the fuel rail, and you'll replace them, and yeah, the code may go away. Your fuel pressure will go up when you got ET stamped on it. But these little engines right here, these little, let's see, which one are y'all? I think they're a little 6.6, I believe. They'll still kick up a code later on down the road. And what it is, for some reason, well, this is what Cat says, is that it needs to have this inline filter, kind of like a back pressure, just more or less kind of like how your Cadillac converter does. You know, so if you got one of these out there, say you purchase it from us, or it's out there on rent and stuff, or you rented it from somebody else, well, this is what you need to do, is to double check and make sure that little dude right there is in. If it ain't, go ahead and add you one, you know, because the hose is going to be there, because it's coming off of your transfer pump, you know, and running up into, I believe, well, if we can see the hoses, but I believe it's running up into your, you know, your other filter houses and stuff. Make sure that's in there. If it's got a splice in there, take that splice out, put yourself this inline filter. The code should go away, not unless you actually have some other issues and everything. But like I said, today we're doing a 500-hour service. It just came in, I'm gonna say probably about a week ago. And yeah, we're gonna go ahead and just get after this. I got filters on its way and stuff, so we'll go ahead and get her off. Stay tuned, my Alright, so that was the oil filter right there. Let's go ahead and tackle the water sep and fuel filters that are cartridge based. Let's go ahead and try to get them off and everything, and we'll also go ahead and replace. I'm hoping that Cat had it in stock, but we'll go ahead and replace the crankcase filter and go from there. All right. And if you don't know on how to get these little cartridges out, right here, grab your drain valve, so that's going to be what holds that in, and give it a twist, just like that. Okay? There you go. That's how Cat has now just designed these, is to be that. There you go. But draining them, if you're going to drain from the Peacock and everything, you've got to loosen up the housing of it a little bit at a time for this to start draining. If not, it won't drain and everything, because like I said, this is what's holding it, and as you can tell, it spins this constantly. So once you get her out, hold it, give her a little twist, and there you go, she's out. Hold up on doing the water sep, because I got to find the drain or the shut-off valve to the fuel tank, because if not, she'll keep running and hell, we'll have diesel everywhere. So give me a little bit and I'll be right back. All right guys, for some reason this one does not have a shut-off valve, so most likely we'll probably be either putting one on if I can or whatnot, or we'll just wait for the filters to get here, kind of do old quick swap of route. But let's go ahead. We'll go ahead and get the old Sucker 9000. You know, got a lube skid in the back of the service truck. We'll get this put in the old drain pan right there, and go ahead and get that oil sucked out real quick. So all right. There she is. Let me get y'all set up. Of course, rookie mistake. I forgot to open the valve on the lube skid, so hold on. There she is. Had to go get the old trusty handy dandy booster seat. You know, being only 5'7". Well, I'm lying to you, only 5'6", but on a good day, depending on which convenience store we walk out of, I can't reach the damn air filter housing. So that's what we're doing right now. I got the booster seat, fixing to get these air filters out, and like I said, I got parts on their way. So we'll be right back, my friend. All right, guys. While we're waiting for parts, I'll give you a little quick runaround on this one. This is a SCAIP rubber track Buku buggy and whatnot. 155. We do have a little bit bigger size. That's a 180. And if I remember right, because these are kind of new right now, we're redesigning and stuff, but the 180s are going to be on a turntable just like how that excavator is, and it'll turn and have a dump bed option. This one does not have a dump bed on it, but a couple of cylinders, we can get that put on and you can have yourself a dump bed. What this thing is used for right here is pretty much like a tack rig. You'll get welders that will, the companies, they'll go ahead and put the welding machines on, off of the welders, on here, up and down the sandy right of ways, get to welding. Or they'll use them as a hauler, where they'll put skids on it, take it out, put the skids out on the right of way for the pipe to be set on, everything. So there's multiple uses for these things. Even if this was a dump bed and whatnot, you can still use it as a haul truck. Pretty close, you know, and stuff. So let's go ahead and take a gander on inside of the cab on this thing. Like I said, here you go. All right, guys, sorry about that. Phone decided to say I'm doing an update. Not today, suckers. But like I said, here's what the cab looks like on the outside, and here is what it looks like on the inside. All right, here we go. Here's the inside of this thing. This is what we got going on. Simple little joystick, got a little monitor and everything. We also have a backup camera, park brake switch, and everything. This thing does have also a secondary park brake switch, which anybody else will go ahead and call as a hydraulic lever. This is what's going to engage for you to be able to move. It does have AC. Little AC unit is all contained in the back of the seat and everything. It does have a small condenser fan and everything. But like I said, this is how the inside of one of these looks. Hydraulic tank. This is where we got our hydraulic level. She's a little over full. You really want her to be right here. So I'm gonna have to end up sucking out some of this fluid so we don't over pressurize everything. But there you go, my friends. Like I said, we got parts on their way, so we'll be right back. All right, guys, since we're waiting on parts, let's go inside the shop and see what we got going on. I know I got my friend Joe Gonzalez and whatnot, the service equipment tech on YouTube. Go check him out. Some good videos there. But this is what we got going on in the shop. We got a SPD 250, which is a padding machine. So when you get your trencher that goes out, cuts the ditch, pipe goes in and everything. Now we got to put dirt back on it. Well, sometimes the inspectors or the oil company, let's put it that way, doesn't want big rocks hitting it. So this is where this thing right here comes into play. So you got your spoil pile. This thing goes up on top of it, starts cutting into it, sifting out the dirt, hits the shaker and everything. The shaker will shake it to whatever size you say. It could be 1/2 inch, 3/8, 1 inch, 2 inch, and everything comes down onto the conveyor belt and then gets shot off into the ditch and everything. So give me just a few minutes, we'll come right back. All right, guys, we're back. Here's old Joe, the equipment service tech right here, baby. He's working on a DMI pipe bender and stuff. Doing a 500-hour service on her, and plus also it had a couple of fuel leaks. So we got the fuel leaks fixed, waiting on her air filter and stuff. So there she is. All right, guys, we finally got our filters in. Here's all of them. There's that inline fuel filter. So let's get started. Let's get this thing ready and done up, my friends. So we got all the filters on. I forgot to record, but I went ahead and also changed out the crankcase and put on a valve for the fuel tank. Now it's about time to go ahead and start priming up the fuel filters and put in roughly about 19 quarts of oil. And yeah, this thing will be pretty much almost all done. Of course, it's still got the air filters to chunk in. Alright, guys, well, this thing is about wrapped up here in just a few minutes. I just got to add oil to her, and we'll go ahead and call it a day right there. So, if you don't mind, like, subscribe, share the video, throw a comment at the bottom, and we'll see you